Yeah. I mean, I had no really real clue that it was like already this big thing on YouTube. So, it was just fun to go in and do this sort of version of Lucifer that's sort of spun on its heels. And listen, in this climate, I'm grateful for any kind of work, and especially where they just let you play, which is what they really did, at least for me. And those are always the most fun jobs. And so I had a blast getting to do it.
I thought the concept was so interesting. First of all, like a show that takes place in hell is great because everyone is inherently flawed, right? So no one's going to be perfect, you know that. And the idea of redemption and rehabilitation is, I think, sort of timeless and something that a lot of people grapple with, both in sort of a funny way, but also in a serious way, right? Like the idea of like who is redeemable? Is everyone redeemable? What is the value of an apology or of doing the work? Do you know what I mean? And so I think it's a really cool thing to explore in a wacky, fucked up animated show, you know?
Yeah. I do a lot of like children's programming, so this is like such a departure from that. So I'm highly enjoying this. It feels like I get the balance in my life, but also like I am so curious to see, like, to your point about everyone being flawed, like it's going to be so interesting to see like who actually does graduate to heaven, and like how do they
Right.
get there, and like what a slog is that going to look like, because everyone is just dealing with such shortcomings. So I can only imagine like how interesting that's going to play out and how different like everyone's issues are going to look like.
I was trying to think of like what I was channeling when I was doing it, and I was trying to channel like a little bit of Robin Williams, like Genie from Aladdin, sort of just like constantly going on. Everything he says is trying to be a joke and trying to be funny, and but like also like very much insecure at the same point. So I got to just kind of rattle on a million different lines and line readings, and it was probably very exhausting on the other side of the table, but I was having a great time with it. And and then then you leave it for 2 years and they make something really cool out of it.
God, it was so fun for me to do that sort of old-timey radio voice, and then to know that they were going to put like a filter on top of it too. It really allowed me to sort of just really play and know that Viv and the gang would sort of modulate it as they wanted. I love the character because he keeps things close to the vest, right? And I think it's really fun to play a character that has a lot sort of bubbling underneath, but that plasters a smile on the top of that, and so that you never quite know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I had so much fun with it too. I mean, she's just like this really quirky, evil small thing. She sort of like exists in the fabric of the world, and I think to your question about like did we have any challenges, like she has much less like meat to like her dialogue, so she pops in just kind of when you need her, and it's not to say she's not an important or interesting part of the hotel. She is like very present, but for someone who was just simply seeing the script and going off of like these one-liners, like to see it actually play out, and the end product, I got to see how she fit into the world, and her presence was very known. And so that sort of filled in the blanks for me in a way that is helpful to bring into season 2 and brought her really alive for me. And so that's just been a joy to watch since we've been able to kind of see what they've been up to.
No, I'm not rolling. I'm trying to think. I would like. There's this hotel that I go to in Mexico fairly often that I'm like, if I stopped acting, I would just work here, because it's like the perfect hotel of like, and I'm not gonna say it on live, but it's the perfect hotel of like, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's not too busy, it's not too dead. It's like it just feels like the perfect getaway, and like they take care of you, but they're not up in your business, and it's just I would want somewhere that people could just get away to, and that like I would be there whenever they needed me.
I'd want to do like the first hotel like on Mars or something like that. Like something so crazy and cool and super futuristic and weird, and where everything would just be completely different than you would expect from a normal hotel.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm working on it.
Not to say that this doesn't already exist, but I want like an all spa experience hotel where they just like, you're just like sleeping in like paraffin wax, you know, just like you're just gooey ooey, like ooey gooey, just like feeling so relaxed. Like they give you all the things to just sort of get you in that like relaxed state, or like a communal space where it's just like a bunch of random people come around and play games.
Okay.
That really draws people together. I think I'd like a golden retriever and Bernie's mountain dog hotel.
Okay. Wow. How did I not think of that?
That would be fun, like a doggy hotel.
That's perfect. I would go there.
Yeah, a lot of hair.
Maybe Broadway singers can come and sing. I'm just saying.
And the dogs will be the audience.
Exactly.